Good morning, folks. Aaron Dorr here with Iowa Gun Owners. Guys, this is going to be probably the longest and probably the most incredible video that we have shot this session. Certainly this session here in Des Moines. Certainly the most informative, the one you guys have been asking us about nonstop for the last couple of, the last 12 to 18 hours now. Guys, everybody has been asking us what has happened to constitutional carry law. I'm going to wait, let you guys get signed in. We have hundreds of people who've been texting me or on Facebook asking for an answer to this question. So as you guys get signed in, I'm going to wait. I'm going to let the audience spool up what I have to say. You have to hear. You have to hear. So we're going to pause. I'm not going to be in a rush today. A lot of times I'm in a rush. I'm in no rush. It's a Friday. And we're going to take time here, let you guys get signed in. I see so many folks getting signed in now. Jennifer and Corey, Nicole, Heath. That was a great comment, by the way, Nicole. I love that. Vivi, Greg, JC Watts. We got John. We got Damian. We got Shane. Guys, as you get signed in, just let us know where you're watching from. We got Jeff. We got Shane. We got tons of folks all over Iowa right now. Guys, this is going to be the video that lawmakers are talking about in Des Moines for the rest of the session, because this is what they are desperately trying to avoid. Jason Schultz has finally sold his soul to the establishment at last. Of course, guys, that assumes that he hadn't already done so. As you're going to hear in this video, that sale is complete with the actions he took just yesterday in the Iowa Senate Judiciary Committee, guys. All right, as you guys are getting signed in, I'm ready to kick it off here now. Again, this is going to be the video. It's going to last for a while. I'm not in a rush today. We're not in a rush, and we're going to take time because there is so much little details that you guys have got to hear, because the betrayal that we have experienced in Des Moines is breathtaking. It's breathtaking. And I already have reporters across the country with various news outlets calling me this morning saying, is it true? Did Iowa Republicans kill constitutional carry the same time that 3 other states passed the same bill? And I said, folks, it's true. Here's what we know. Here's what happened. Yesterday, Senate Judiciary Committee, they slid up their agenda because of the snow that was here in Des Moines. They kicked off at around 12:30, and they got through their agenda items. And Senator Schultz decides to have a little mini press conference. And he has a video that was posted on, I think it was something, someone asked me, where is it posted? The Iowa Standard. I've never heard of it before like yesterday. I have no idea what this is or who these people are. Obviously, it's being used as a tool by the establishment to try to bash the head in on gun owners. It's one more outlet doing one more hit, doing one more video, trying to attack our gun rights. So here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. I see Casey Hoyt already getting signed in. You ruined it for everyone, Aaron. Good job. All right, Casey. All right, buddy. Just sit still, shut your mouth, and listen and learn, and we'll talk about that. So Senator Schultz kicks off this little presser, and he says, I'm going to read almost all of this verbatim, line by line. Senate File 165, that's constitutional carry law, has been an ongoing deal here for the last week, 2 or a month. Okay, well, Jason, you're a moron. It's been going on for the last decade here in Iowa, as you're supposed to know very, very well. He says Senate File 165 will not be run. And it's because as the manager of the bill, I asked to have it pulled from the agenda. So, folks, so what you got going on right now? You have Republicans who sit there and are flat out telling you, they're flat out saying, we killed constitutional carry. We killed it. So lest anybody think that these people are trying to actually fight for gun owners, take them at their word. We killed it. I killed it, says Senator Schultz. But guys, it gets so much more incredible. He says, I did this because I finally realized that Aaron Dorr is a scam. Aaron Dorr is a scam. All right. Let's talk about that. Where did that guy go? Casey Hoyt, attacking pro-2A lawmakers for no reason, says Casey. All right, let's talk about this. They say we're a scam. You know, it's funny to me. It's funny to me how fast these people turn on their very best friends. You see, Jason Schultz did not think that gun owners in Iowa were a scam when he begged like a dog for help from Iowa gun owners when he first announced his run for the Iowa Senate. This was way back in the day, way back when they all loved us because we were attacking their enemies. He announced his run for this primary, and his buddy, that's sarcasm, his buddy in the House, little Matty Winchell, was supposed to let Jason take the seat. And Jason, or Matt said, no, I'm going to primary you. I'm going to primary you. So I just read these comments here. And so Jason calls me. I was at a gun show in Sioux City. This is 10 years ago now. At a gun show, talking to gun owners. And he calls me and he begs for help. And he says, Aaron, you know, Matt voted against constitutional carry on the floor. You're going to have my back, right, in a primary, right? You're going to have my back in a primary. Begged us for help. We weren't a scam then. We sure weren't a scam when Iowa gun owners cleared the field on Senate Democrats in 2016. We sure weren't a scam when we had meetings with then Senate Majority Leader Bill Dix, where they were asking us for assistance. Now, of course, we can't coordinate that kind of stuff. We can't do that, but we can certainly figure out, you know, who these people are that need to be attacked. And we did, and gun owners delivered big time. Gun owners weren't a scam in 2016. Gun owners weren't a scam in 2014, 2012, 2010, all of these elections. You see, everybody loves the gun owners when gun owners are attacking Democrats. Everybody loves gun owners when gun owners are attacking Democrats. All of a sudden, you know, we expose Republicans. Now we're a scam. Let's keep going here. This is back to Senator Schultz's comments. Every time I plan to move the bill to the next level, Aaron would attack a pro-gun lawmaker and lie about them in order to create drama and raise more money. Let's talk about this. You guys know who we're talking about. We're talking about Jared Klein, Representative Jared Klein, for heaven's sakes. He's the chairman of the Public Safety Committee. He's the guy who has held his thumb down on all three, at least three versions of constitutional carry all year long. Jared Klein is the guy who told me to my face, HF 118, constitutional carry in Iowa, that's dead. That's dead. That's dead. And we are the ones who are in trouble for holding them accountable. He talks about Representative Steve Holt. Representative Holt, he's the chairman of Judiciary. And for the last, gosh, how many years? For how many years now, gun bills go to Judiciary. So we've been trying to work with Representative Holt since November, when he got named the chair of the committee and said, we want to talk to you about constitutional carry. Representative Holt said, basically, screw off. And so, you know, we're never going to apologize for exposing anti-gunners in either caucus who are holding back gun bills. This is incredible. It gets a lot better. Let's keep on going here. He says, I lost my spot here. He says, here we go. The truth is that Dorr mocked the chairman of both the House Judiciary and Public Safety Committees. We told the entire state that these guys were locking down gun bills. We'll never apologize for that. Never apologize for that. You know, it's funny to me, again, this is the same Senator Schultz. The same Senator Schultz. He's been begging for help for all these years. And now he's saying, so to keep, this is the most incredible part. Let's assume, Jason, that you're right. What you're trying to say is that, so IGO and the members and supporters who have done all this work to fight for gun rights, IGO is a scam. So to punish them, we're going to kill the bill that they want to fight for to what? Give them another year to fight for the bill? Does this make any sense to anybody? This is what they're trying to say. They say that Iowa gun owners wants to perpetuate this legislative project to fundraise off of. Jason, if that was the case, why wouldn't you pass the bill as quickly as you possibly could and take this issue off the table? And there are hundreds of comments on Facebook right now asking that exact same question. Keep on going here with his statement. So he says, despite that, Schultz asked to have the bill, constitutional carry, put on the Judiciary Committee agenda. Before the meeting, though, Dorr attacked a pro-gun senator. He's talking about Senator Chris Cornier. He's talking about freshman Senator Chris Cornier. Guys, you see this news article? Everybody in Eastern Iowa sent this to us. Everybody sent this to us. This was taken from the Clinton Herald. It's dated February 18 of this year. You can see the headline for yourself. Local legislators disapprove of eliminating gun permits. The article goes on, and it talks at length about a forum that was held on that Saturday, February, 16. You can see it right here. Senator Cormier says that she absolutely is opposed to constitutional carry. Absolutely opposed to it. She says, the article says, Senator Chris Cormier, the 49th District, has shared her disapproval, for this proposal. She says she's a gun owner herself. She teaches firearms safety classes as a certified instructor, and that she's opposed to the bill. Quote, I think that everybody who is going to carry a firearm, should go through a permit process that requires a background check and training. Does that sound like a Democrat or a Republican? What's going on? Personally, I feel that training should be expanded. Well, of course you do, Senator. You teach training classes, right? The article says so right here. Personally, I think that training should be expanded. This is what Democrats have been whining about in Iowa ever since we passed shall issue in 2010. This has been dropped, but that does not mean that it's going to pass, because she's working against the bill. I have a lot of concerns about this, about people not being properly trained, and that's why she's going to vote against the bill. So a Republican senator comes out there and takes a 2x4 to constitutional carry. And because hundreds of our members in Eastern Iowa sent that to us, we talked about it. She says, black and white, I'm a no vote. Senator Schultz says, Dora attacked a pro-gun senator. Jason, you're lying, and these lies are so sad, everybody can see them for what they are. I want to reiterate this. These people are trying to claim that the very organization, the very gun owners who fought like dogs to put these people into office, that we are a scam. If that was the case, why would they not pass the bill as fast as they possibly could? As fast as they possibly could. They're killing this. They killed this bill. Let's keep on going here. He says, I finally see that Aaron Dorr is only working to energize the good, law-abiding Iowans who want their freedom back in order to take their money. Incredible. As gun owners fought like dogs in all these elections, they never had a problem. They never had a problem with us spending money to attack anti-gun Democrats. They never had a problem when we attacked their enemies. They never had a problem when they benefited indirectly from our programs attacking anti-gun lawmakers. All of a sudden now, when we turn around and say, wait a minute, you're doing the exact same thing that Senate Democrats did. Now they want to attack us. Guys, they are spitting in our faces. This video got delayed for about 5 minutes this morning because I had a phone call where I was going to hit go live on my mouse. I had a phone call from a supporter over in Sioux City. He said he's not a member, he's not a donor. He said, but I read all your emails and I make all these phone calls. And he said, I haven't seen an email yet today. He doesn't use social media. And he said, can you tell me what's happened to the bill? And I told him this guy was getting emotional on the phone. And he said, I live in Sioux City. He said, I was so saddened when I saw Senator Bertrand, the leading champion for gun owners for all these years. I was so sad when he got kicked out of office by Bloomberg's people, because I knew that there went the best champion for gun owners that we've ever had here in Iowa. And he said, you know, he began to get emotional on the phone. He said, I'm a disabled individual. He said, I have a problem with my hips. I think he said he's a veteran, but I can't recall all the parts of the phone call. And he said, I live on SSI and I can barely make ends meet. And he said, it got me choked up on the phone. He said, I can't become a member of IGO because I can't afford it. And I was telling him, that's okay. We fight with gun owners regardless of your involvement as a member, as a donor or not. You're making phone calls, you're making emails, you're part of this army. And he said, you know, I can't afford to join Iowa gun owners. And he said, I also can't afford to get a permit. And he basically broke down. He almost broke down, and he said, you know, almost broke down and cried, because he now knows that he cannot get a permit again for the next who knows how long, because his Republicans, as he called them, the Republicans killed the bill that he was hinging all of his hopes on. He said, I'm going to be honest. He said, I live in a not a great neighborhood in Sioux City, not a great part of town. And I need to have the ability to carry a firearm when I leave my house or my apartment. And I can't now. And he was just outraged. He gave me the good line from the outlaw Josie Wales. He said, remember that line on that video? He says, where he says Republicans are the only people who will piss on your face or down your back, whatever it is, and say it's raining. And that is what Jason Schultz is doing and has done to gun owners. He is pissing in our face and trying to tell us that it's raining. And gun owners are not going to fall for this crap, Jason. Again, this is such an obvious issue. Jason, if you actually believed that we were trying to scam gun owners, of course, you asked for our help for all these years, but if we're all of a sudden now scam, why would you want to delay passing the very bill that we've been working on for all of these years? AJ Brown says the best way to prove what they're saying about Aaron is to pass the bill, and they could then say that we're pro 2A. Killing the bill and attacking Aaron just proves that we are on the right track, says AJ Brown. I appreciate that. There's nothing more stupid. There's nothing more stupid than a lawmaker who has had his hand captured in the cookie jar, who is being held accountable. There's nothing more stupid than a lawmaker like that, because they will say anything trying to divert the pressure. The idea that passing constitutional carry is the best way to kill Iowa gun owners. So we're not going to pass constitutional carry. They want us to fall for that. Guys, if that makes you just scratch your head, give me a thumbs. If it makes you outraged, give me a thumbs up. J.C. Watt says they want to act like Democrats, then we're going to vote them out and treat them like Democrats. Incredible. Incredible. Dennis Pulse says, need your number again so I can up my support later on today. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. John Williams, I am not a member yet. That will change soon. Thank you for watching out for our gun rights. John, it's an honor and a privilege to do that, and we appreciate that very much. Continuing on with Senator Schultz's stupidity. Let's see here. This is incredible. Schultz said that Dorr doesn't attack anti-gun office holders. Okay. Maybe somebody should go and tell that to to Mike Gronstall. Maybe someone should go and tell that to Steve Sodders. Jason, how stupid can you be? All Iowa Gunners has done for a decade is go after anti-gun Democrats. The members and supporters of IGO have busted their tails going after anti-gun Democrats. How stupid can you be? We did that so well that we, gun owners, flipped the Iowa House. We did that so well that gun owners flipped the governor's mansion in 2010 after Terry Branstad graciously and very unhesitatingly signed the IGO candidate survey, 100%. IGO members crushed anti-gunners in 2016 and flipped the Senate. For the first time since the 90s, we have a pro-gun majority in all parts of state government because of gun owners. And Jason says they don't attack anti-freedom office holders. Jason, you're a two-bit chump liar, and every single gun owner here in Iowa knows this on its face. That is all we have done. The only reason why you have the majority, the only reason why you're the chairman of a committee, little Jason, is because of gun owners. How stupid can you be to say things that are objectively false? How stupid? How stupid? Again, This is so preposterous, it defies the mind. He says that Aaron Dorr and Iowa gunners are trying to fundraise off of constitutional carry. So to punish those bad guys, we're going to kill the bill that they're trying to support. Every single gun owner across the state, every single politico across the state, even the ones that hate me, and there's lots of them because I hate lots of politicos. That's okay. Every single person who has heard this so far has said, well, how stupid can Jason Schultz be? If he wanted to shut down Iowa gun owners, if he wanted to hurt the fundraising for Iowa gun owners, the first thing he would do would be to pass this bill. This is so stupid, Jason. I mean, we got Elizabeth says right here, they needed a scapegoat, and they picked on the people who really care about protecting our rights, and you are it. Elizabeth, I appreciate that. I love my job. We are it. We gun owners are it. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very much. So many comments here. I'm going to get to your comments. We have more to read here. So let's see. What else did Jason say here? Let me read the rest of his statement here. Oh, this is rich. This is rich. He then apologized to Senator Dawson. Wow. Senator Dawson, as everybody knows now, is not named Senator Dawson. That's not his name. Everybody knows his name. It's Lying Dan Dawson. Senator Dawson is the senator who signed our survey 100%. Senator Dawson is the senator. Lying Dan is the one who said he would co-sponsor and fight for constitutional carry. Senator Dawson is the one who said F off to gun owners, not just this year, not just in 2019, but in 2018 also. Refused to co-sponsor the very bill that he pledged in writing to support. And so, you know, for me, I kind of believe that your word is your bond. I kind of believe when you give your promise, especially in writing, and especially to your own constituents, that you're going to keep your word. So who does Senator Schultz try to hold accountable? Does he try to go alongside to Dan Dawson and say, look, dude, I don't know what your deal is, but you can't tell gun owners you're going to fight for them and then stab them in the back. You need to get on this bill. You need to back this bill. Does Senator Schultz call him out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He says that he stands with Lying Dan Dawson. He stands with Zach Nunn, the guy who refused to co-sponsor, the guy who refused to support the bill in committee, the guy who's been lying to gun owners for weeks about this issue. He stands with him, and he stands with Amy Sinclair. What the hell is going on? Do you know what he never said? He never said he stands with the people of Iowa. He never said he stands with gun owners. He never said he stands up for people in his district. He stands up for one entity, lawmakers, because lawmakers are the ones, that's who he cares about. Lawmakers are the ones he wants to hang out with. Lawmakers are the ones that he feels most relatable to. They don't want to stand up for you. They don't want to stand up for gun owners. They don't want to stand up for the Second Amendment. They want to stand up to protect their own people, and that is disgusting. You guys agree with that? If you're furious about that, give me a big thumbs up, because the idea that these people are going to stand up for each other and stab you and I in the back, it should make every gun owner in Iowa realize how the game is played. This is insiders versus outsiders. This is the cool kids versus the folks out in the cheap seats. This is the cool kids club versus everybody else. Oh, good deal. That's not the same Jason Schultz. Okay, I thought we had Jason Schultz on here. I don't believe it's the same Jason Schultz. And if it is, he's gotten a lot of hair in the last couple of days. All right, Jason, never mind. I thought you were Jason. You're the other Jason. You're the better Jason. Jason, we're cool with this, Jason. We're cool with that. So he apologizes to the very lawmakers who screwed over gun owners. Didn't apologize to gun owners. Didn't apologize to his constituents. He apologized to the very people who are screwing us over. And, of course, he's the guy who's leading that charge now. Leading that charge. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. These people are straight out lying to gun owners, lying to their voters, and they want us to believe that we are the ones that have to apologize to them, that we're the ones that have to be subservient to them, that we're the ones that have to do what they tell us to do. These people work for us. These people work for us. This is incredible behavior. Incredible behavior. There are so many comments here. I'm gonna read every single one as I have time to do so. A couple of them are popping out right now, though. I'm going to read a couple. I cut these. Did a cut and paste from a little bit ago. We got Nicole who's checking in right here, and she says, "I just watched Senator Schultz's end of funnel week discussion on you. Just so I'm clear," she says, "they are saying that you, one man, one voice, personally is responsible for tabling this bill. One voice versus thousands," she says. This is Nicole. This is good stuff. She says, "Peel away all of this BS. And all this is a personal beef between Senator Schultz and you. You called him out, and now he's holding the rest of us hostage. Is this childish behavior or what? Does he expect us and you to kiss his ass and publicly apologize for hurting his feelings? ... You are our voice. You are our advocate. And you were doing what was right, and I thank you for being that voice. Must have been pretty good for them to single-handedly try to blame you as the only person fighting back." This is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is us versus them. This is insiders versus outsiders. This is the cool kids. This is the cool kids versus everybody else. Incredible. Incredible. More comments here. Read some of the comments. James said, this was a message to us just a couple minutes ago. "I just saw Senator Jason Schultz publicly admit that he pulled constitutional carry because of Aaron Dorr from Iowa gun owners. He says he hurt his feelings and he bullied other politicians at the Capitol trying to get the bill passed. So these pansy-ass Republicans crap on the Iowa flag again." He says, "Our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain." So much for that when it doesn't work well with them and their political friends. I can read, he says, between the lines. And this is the message from Iowa legislators. F Iowans and F gun owners. You're going to need to learn respect and to honor us as politicians, or you ain't getting shit. That's what he said. This is James who posted this a little bit ago. There is so much outrage out here across the state right now, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be personal, I guess. You know, I've never licked a boot before. I've never kissed a lawmaker's butt before. Lots of lobbyists know how. Lots of lobbyists do this professionally. I've never done it before, and we're not going to start because these are the people that work for us. Incredible behavior. Everybody loved us when we were kicking Democrat asses. Everybody loved us when we were attacking Senate Democrats. They were okay when we were kicking those butts. But now they want us to kneel and kiss theirs. And that will never happen with this organization. These people absolutely work for us. He went on to say how we haven't done anything. We haven't worked on this bill. We haven't been involved in this fight. I want to discuss that for a minute because so many of you guys were there with us at the subcommittee. You know what a joke this is. They said that we blocked the bill. Well, let's review this, Jason. Let's review this. We blocked the bill. We blocked the bill. We can't vote. I can't vote, Jason. We all know that, number one. But number two, why would I have wasted the last 4 months of my life on this bill? Why would I have met? And it's funny, talk about scammers. And when it's all said and done, Senator, excuse me here. Where did I lose? I lost my sheet of paper. Senator Zahn came out and said the same thing. He said, "For the record, I agree with Senator Schultz and I support Senator Schultz." So, okay, Brad. So we're a scam. So why did you meet with me for an hour at the diner in Johnston in November to go over our agenda items for 2019? Why would you ever have agreed to carry a bill for a scam? Why would you ever have worked with us and LSA to draft the best version of constitutional carry? Why would you have done all that? Why would I have spent the most amount of time that I have spent in any legislature in Iowa here ever working to get co-sponsors on constitutional carry? Talked with dozens and dozens of state senators and many, many, many more state reps. Why would we have wasted all this time? Why would we have had gun owners come out to the Capitol for subcommittee, the day of that subcommittee? And so many of you guys who are commenting right now, I see Dennis here right now. You guys were there. You guys were there. Why would we have done all this work? Why would we have led the testimony in support of constitutional carry? Why would we have done all of that work? Incredible. Incredible lies from incredibly stupid people. Incredible. Why would we have met, Jason? You were there, little Jason. Why would we have met? Why would we have met with you privately and Senator Whiting and Senator Bisignano in a private meeting, a Q&A session to help you guys know what this bill did? Why would we sit there and talk with you guys in private, in the basement, in that room, right outside the men's room, in the basement? Why would we have sat down with you guys for 45 minutes, maybe an hour, I don't know what it was, and answered every question you guys had? Why would you have given us the audience, Jason, if we were a scam? Why would 15 state senators have co-sponsored the bill, Jason, if we were a scam? You see how stupid this is? These are incredibly dumb people. You know, and so it's gotten to the point now where so many of you have messaged me, texted me, Facebook Messenger or whatever, and you've been texting me saying, is there something else going on? Is there corruption here? Well, there's damn sure corruption. We don't know the details, but you said, is there payouts being made here? I don't know. We don't know what's going on right now. We don't know what's going on right now. We're going to look into it, though. Something is going on, because the idea that Jason is going to sit here, I mean, I can assure you, I know Jason, and I can assure you when that document was was produced, and he had to read that yesterday in Judiciary, I can guarantee you that he had to take a couple stiff drinks to find the guts, because he knew before he even started what an absolute lie this document was. He knew that nobody was going to believe this stupidity. He knew that nobody would believe this stupidity. But he had to do it. You know why? Because that is how the establishment rolls here in Des Moines. If you want to be one of the cool kids, if you want to be a committee chair, you know why it's so nice to be a chair, guys? You know why it's so coveted to be a chairman? You know why? Because when you're the chairman of a committee, the money comes into you. When you're the chairman of a committee, the PAC money flows to you, because you are the one who decides if their bills live or die. And so Jason Schultz does not ever want to endanger that money flow. He doesn't want to make his bosses mad. What if they take him off the chairmanship? It's happened a lot in the Iowa House. It's happened a lot. If a conservative tries to stand up and fight, what do? They yank him off a committee. It's happened so many times. So many times. It's incredible. It's incredible. That's how it works down here. And what's more is that nobody knows that better besides us, besides Iowa gun owners. No one knows that better than Slimy Jason. Because Jason Schultz, as recently as the day of the subcommittee, which was, what was that? February 12th, I think it was. I think it was February 12th. Yeah, the 12th, 11th, maybe it was the 11th. I don't know. As recently as a couple weeks ago, he was telling me again, he told me again how when he left the House in 2010, how he begged for help from Iowa gun owners, how he told Matt Winchell, if you primary me, IGO is going to expose you for voting against constitutional carry. And he told me, he said, the House is so toxic. The House is so disgusting that I told them, this is back in the day, that I would sooner lose in a primary going for the Senate than stay one more day in the Iowa House. And folks, that is how toxic it is. Jason knows that as well as anybody. And now it's Jason who has completed selling his soul to the establishment. Jason is now in that category that the establishment leadership in Des Moines can go to and say, we need you to attack this problem for us. Lots of lawmakers do it. Lots of lawmakers do it. But Jason Schultz has now become one of those people. And guys, this should make you guys burn with anger. Burn with anger. Incredible. Incredible. So much stuff going on here right now, guys. I don't even know where to start, where to go. Again, everybody loves gun owners. When we attack the Democrats, everybody loved you guys, loved me when we were out there passing out flyers in Council Bluffs. That's what they loved us when we were out there in Marshalltown. They loved us when we dropped radio and TV ads all across the state to fight for gun rights. They loved us when we were out there going house to house in District 5 back in 2014. Was it 2014? Yeah, 2014. And saw Darrell Beal kicked to the curb. They loved us when we were out there all over Iowa in 2016, destroying the myth of anti-gun state senators like Mike Gronstall and Brian Shanejohn and Mary Jo Wilhelms. They loved us then. They loved us then. And all of a sudden now, we pull back the curtain and say, these are the people who are killing this bill. All of a sudden now, what do they have left to say? Oh, we're a scam. IGO is a scam. These people remind me of the Wizard of Oz. And they remind me, I guess that makes me Toto. I guess that makes me Toto. I'm okay with that. I'm a little bit bigger than Toto, more of a German Shepherd, but I'll be Toto. We pull back the curtain, and what does Dorothy see? She sees this great, powerful Oz is a tiny little man. Well, this metaphor is working well for me. They see what a tiny little man is actually the Wizard of Oz. And so what does he do? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And that's what Jason Schultz, another little man, that's what Jason Schultz is doing right now. Pay no attention to Iowa gun owners. They were our best friends for all these years. They were our best friends. They got me into the majority. They personally were there to help me in my primary in 2011, but now we hate them. Now we hate them. Incredible. Incredible people. Incredible people. If my good friend Patrick is watching right now, man, I've seen 3 missed calls. I cannot get back to you right now. I'm sorry. If one of my friends can text him, I've missed 3 calls in 2 minutes, so one of my guys can give him a text. I'd appreciate that. This is what's going on. Jason Schultz is the man behind the curtain, and he's sitting here saying, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Jason, dude, we're paying attention. Gun owners, all of us, know what you did. They know what's going on. They know what you're trying to lie about, and they're never going to forget. They're never going to forget. You know why, Jason? You know why? Because number one, gun owners are the best citizens in the state. Law-abiding gun owners, all you guys watching right now, we've had 115 or so people watching here at one point. All you people, you're the best people. My best friends, the nicest people in Iowa, but Iowa nice does not mean Iowa stupid. Iowa nice does not mean Iowa forgetful. We're going to never forget what they're doing to us. Again, the same time that 3 other states passed the exact same bill, and they expect us to forget. That's the dumbest thing that they're trying to do of all right now. Patrick says, can leadership bring up this bill again? Oh, yes, they can. Absolutely, they can. They can bring this bill up anytime they want as a leadership bill. And that's where our emails are going to go very, very shortly. Very short. Jeff says, as a U.S. Marine veteran, Aaron, I know this. When you are over the target, you will catch flack, brother. Stand, and we are with you. Jeff, I appreciate that more than you know. I appreciate that more than you know. I'm getting a text right now offline on my phone here. Guy says to me, he says, what else could force a guy like Jason to destroy his reputation? What else besides being part of the establishment class and all that PAC support? What else could force a man to destroy his reputation like that? You know, politics is a poker game down here, guys. And a lot of times when bills want to pass, they need to have the support of key members on committees, key members on the floor across the aisle. So I don't know. Is there a bill Jason's working on right now that he has to have, Democrat support for? I don't know. Something's going on, Jason. Something's going on. Because, again, you're saying that this organization that has fought for gun rights for 11 years, you're saying that this organization is a scam. Yet, you, by your own actions, you killed the bill that we've been fighting for all this time. And what's that going to do? Jason, how dumb can you be? It ensures that we're going to be right back here next year. Do you think we're going to go away? Do you think that the pressure is going to relent? Incredible. Incredible. This guy is desperate to keep his hand on the reins of power in Des Moines. And so now he's doing anything he can, saying anything he can, trying to divert the pressure. You know, the idea that this guy would stand there in committee and apologize to lying Dan Dawson, apologize to the lawmaker who took $40,000 of gun owners' money indirectly at election time to hound Mike Gronstall, the guy who took all that support. Jason Schultz is going to apologize to him when he broke his written campaign promise and refused to co-sponsor constitutional carry? Can you imagine anything more swamp-like than this? This is the very definition of dumb swamp animals. They attack their base. They try to protect their friends. It's all about surrounding the wagons. And they want to attack us. They want to attack me. Incredible. Incredible. You know, it's Jason Schultz who told me this. Gosh, what was this? 10 years ago, 8 years ago? It's been a long time. Jason Schultz told me this years ago. He said, you know, this was when he was back in the House. He said, we have a saying in the House when they have caucus. And a caucus is when the parties meet privately, trying to figure out their agenda for the day or for the committee or whatever the case may be. And they have a caucus. And he said, you know, this is 10 years ago. He says, Aaron, what's so disgusting to me is that when it's all said and done, they literally, half the caucus they would pound on the table as they leave the room saying, follow the leader, follow the leader. Jason, dude, do you even see what you're doing now? You become a complete follower. You're no leader. You're doing the exact same thing that you were disgusted with the House for doing all those years ago. In fact, I believe the first time, or one of the first times Jason told me that, was when I was sitting in Steve Holtz's living room when Steve Holtz was asking us for a campaign donation, which he got. I was sitting there in Steve Holtz's living room when he signed our candidate survey, got a PAC check from our organization, and that's when he stood there and said, this is how it works in the House. And he said, you know, Aaron Dorr and Iowa gun owners, this is the organization that has done away with this, that has made sure lawmakers know there's no follow the leader. If you follow the leader down the wrong path, they're going to hold you accountable. Jason, you were right then. You're just dumb now. Incredible. Incredible. Elizabeth Moore says, that's great. That being that leadership can move the bill. I thought it would be killed until next year. Not at all. Not at all. See, guys, what they're desperately trying to convince themselves of, and you guys of, is that Iowa gun owners is Aaron Dorr. That's their hope. That's their hope. Iowa gun owners has never been Aaron Dorr. Iowa gun owners has always been the biggest collection of ass kickers in one political entity that Iowa has ever seen. You guys are the warriors that compose this organization. You guys are the ones who make the politicians hurt. That's what they're afraid of. That's what they're angry about. That is what they are trying to divert the pressure from. This is incredible. Incredible. Let me scroll down some of the more recent comments here. There's so many comments. It's hard to see them all right now. Elizabeth says, constitutional carry should never even need to be voted on It's because our rights were taken away in the first place. They need to be restored. It's well said. Well said. So many good folks on here. Patrick says, a leader sets the example for the followers. That's exactly what I have always tried to encourage Jason to be. I've tried to encourage him over and over and over. Jason, you need to lead. You need to lead. You need to lead. Jason can't do it. And so now when push comes to shove, he does the only thing left that he thinks is politically expedient. He attacks. He attacks us. He attacks me, and he attacks you. As Rich Simmons says, they always bash IGO, and the morons don't realize that we are all IGO, Iowans, period. Well said, Rich. Well said. Natalie says, and guys, I hear this literally every day by email, social media, phone calls. What Natalie says, she says term limits would help. We need it. We could sure use it. A lot of people in this building, in the Capitol, they need to get out. They need to get a real job. They have to learn how to actually do their jobs, shut up, and stop being choke artists in the Capitol. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. There's so many more comments here. You know, guys, again, I want to make sure again that we understand what we're talking about here. We're trying to push for constitutional carry. We drafted it. We got co-sponsors for it, 15 of them, got through subcommittee, met with the subcommittee in private, answered all their questions. We met with Brad Zahn way back in November at a restaurant, going over bill drafts, worked our butts off. You guys, here's the real thing. You guys pumped in at least 20,000 emails into the Iowa Capitol, into your lawmakers' email inboxes. We all busted our tail. We all fought for this bill for the last, what's it been now, 4 months, including the pre-session prep time. And now they want us. Now they want to claim, all of a sudden, they want to claim that we're a scam because we're holding them accountable. And so, and this is their logic. This is their logic. So to help perpetuate this scam, we're going to kill the bill that they're trying to pass to ensure that Iowa gun owners is back here next year fighting for this bill yet again. Yet again. If that logic makes your brain hurt, give me a thumbs up, because these people, they're so stupid, and they want us to believe, they want you guys to believe that that's what's going on, guys. This is absolutely incredible behavior. Incredible behavior. Let's see. Aaron says 15 co-sponsors, and that's not enough. How many more do we need? How many more do we need? Exactly. Let's see. Reading some of the comments here from Elizabeth. That dealt with a different issue, Elizabeth. That did not deal with this bill right here. Let's see. So many people commenting right now. It's Jim says, amen, brother. Big time. Joe says, so what can we do now? Well, Joe, for today, it's okay to rage, my man. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be furious with what these people are doing to our gun rights. We're going to have action steps shortly. We're going to have email links shortly. For now, the key thing here is to help share this video. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is a wholehearted, multi-entity conglomerate trying to crush the voice for gun owners here in Iowa. You got Simon Conway out there attacking us. And he's apparently, I'm a big baby for not going on his show. I had somebody in the comment section yesterday could not believe I would not go. I'm not going to go on Simon Conway's show. Simon Conway has been attacking gun rights and attacking gun owners for years here in Iowa. He's been attacking this organization relentlessly for years here in Iowa. He's been doing the bidding of the Republican establishment here in Iowa for years. And I'm not going to go on that guy's show and give him the time of day. It's never going to happen. So Simon Conway is trying to attack us. The Iowa Standard, this new blog I heard about in the last 48 hours, the Iowa Standard is now trying to attack us. All these people out there trying to attack us. You guys, you know what? This is never going to stop us, because you are the members of Iowa gun owners. If you guys can share this video, it helps us get the word out, and it shows people what's actually going on down here in Des Moines, because this is a disease. This is a sickness. This is a level of corruption combined with cowardice that gun owners have got to hear about. Gun owners have got to hear about this. As Patty says, we don't quit and we don't give up. Thank you, Patty. I know you don't. I know that nobody at IGO is going to quit or give up, and I appreciate that very much, very much. David says, these anti-gun folks are idiots. They're idiots. Yeah, there's a lot of words we could use, We need you guys to be involved in this fight. You know, I had a friend of mine, a personal Facebook friend. And guys, if you're not, send me a friend request. I can, I'll receive those as fast as I can. I had a guy call me or text me last night, and he saw this attack video from Jason Schultz. And he said, you know, he's like, you were pretty mean to these people. You're pretty mean to these people. And I guess he wanted me to apologize. Guys, look, we're never going to apologize. We're never going to give up. These people are our employees. These people work for gun owners. Look, gun owners are the only reason why Fred Hubbell lost his election. He came out there attacking stand your ground law. He came out there wanting to repeal shall issue. And when poll after poll after poll showed Kim Reynolds upside down, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, whatever. All these polls come out there, and then he opens his trap, attacks gun rights, and he won. And I can't tell you how many senators texted me and called me after Election Day, and they were so afraid that they were going to lose Kim Reynolds. And they all knew that the reason why Fred Hubbell went down in defeat was because gun owners stood up and said, hell no, that's never going to happen. Incredible. Incredible. Richard makes a great point. What scares me is that they put this on the back burner again. Are they now going to consider a red flag law? We have to watch out for that, Richard, very closely. For you guys who are getting signed in right now, you missed some stuff. I'm going to recap this, and we have more to come, more new content to come, guys. Don't go away. If you're getting signed in right now, Senator Jason Schultz has completed his betrayal of gun owners. He has completed selling out his soul to be one of the cool kids club in Des Moines. And the statements that he made yesterday in the Judiciary Committee are absolutely baffling to gun owners. Everybody out there is saying how stupid this guy could be. How could you say stuff this dumb? Jason says that he was the one who killed constitutional carry. He is the one who killed the bill. He admits that. So, I mean, they can blame Aaron Doyle if they want to. Jason Schultz said, let's see, I asked to have this bill pulled off the agenda. I asked if it pulled from the agenda. He says the reason for it is because Aaron Doyle and Iowa gun owners, we're a scam. We're a scam. He says we're a scam because we were going after lawmakers who were publicly attacking this bill. I didn't even mention to you guys a little bit ago. Talked about he's outraged that we went after Steve Holt. Steve Holt is a guy who's a chairman of Judiciary. Let's be clear on that. Has a lot of sway over gun bills. He's a guy who, before session even began, was attacking the idea of constitutional carry. Once the bill got filed or got put on the desk of our bill sponsor in the House, it was Steve Holt who was going around trying to whip lawmakers into refusing to co-sponsor the bill. Some of you asked me, why did we get no co-sponsors on House File 118? Well, we had 15 co-sponsors over in the Senate. That's a great question. The answer is very simple. You have guys like Steve Holt, guys like Matt Winchell, guys like Jared Klein, all these people who are out there actively trying to browbeat Republican freshmen into not supporting this bill. I had a freshman lawmaker tell me, he's like, look, I really like this bill, he said, but I'm being told by leadership and I'm being told by the Iowa Firearms Coalition that I can't support this bill. So I'm sorry, can't do it. And so because we held those people accountable, all of a sudden now we're a scam. So what does Jason do? I mean, if you want to shut down an organization whose primary issue is constitutional carry, well, what would you guys do? I know what I would do. If I was trying to take away an organization's signature issue, I would take it away. I would pass that thing out and put that law on the books and take away this issue. What does dumb Jason do? He kills the bill and he ensures that this fight will go on for yet another year. How incredibly dumb do these people think we are? See, they think that Iowans, that you guys, here's how it works. What happens in Des Moines, in their mind, they hope it stays down here in Des Moines. What they don't want to see happen is everybody from Rock Valley to Keokuk know what's going on. And we're going to make sure everybody knows what's going on. And because of that, they're angry, they're outraged, and they're lashing out. So Jason thinks that all these people, all you people, the best people, my best friends here in Iowa, all these people, he thinks you're going to sit there and take this at face value, that you're going to say, okay, so IGO is a scam. They were trying to pass constitutional carry. So these senators are going to stop the bill so that they can continue to fight. I mean, the logic is so incredible, you can't even finish the statement. It's incredible. These people are so stupid. Incredible people. He said he's outraged. He's outraged. He says that we attacked a pro-gun senator, Chris Cormier. Guys, if you missed this earlier this session, maybe you missed this little snippet from the, what is this, the Clinton Herald over in eastern Iowa. This is the pro-gun senator that Jason Schultz is angry that we exposed. Can you read the headline right there? Local legislators disapprove of eliminating gun permits. In other words, this is our bill. Local legislators disapprove of constitutional carry. That's what it says. And right here in the back, you can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself right here in the back. Senator Chris Cormier says that she shared her disapproval for the proposal, that she teaches firearms training classes as a certified firearms instructor. And she says, quote, I think that everybody who's going to reasonably carry a firearm should go through a permit process that requires a background check and training. This is what the Democrats have been saying for years when they try to attack shall issue. They're angry that Iowa's shall issue law doesn't have more training. So we have the Democrat talking points. She says, personally, I feel that training should be expanded. Of course you do, Chris. You offer training classes. You get paid. You get paid to offer training classes. Now, Jason was outraged because apparently she volunteers her time. Well, that's great. I don't care if she volunteers or gets paid. I find it highly odd that she never gets paid to teach classes, but okay, whatever. The point is that, Jason, your friend who you called a pro-gun senator, she's right here on the news telling every gun owner in eastern Iowa that she is opposed to constitutional carry. And somehow we are supposed to gloss over that. Somehow we are supposed to just give her a pass. AJ Brown says, hey, Chris, 1776 is our permit. Hello. It's well said, man. Well said. So anybody who dares to attack or expose the Republicans who are opposing the bill, suddenly we're a scam. He says, I finally see that he is only working to energize the good, law-abiding Iowans who want their freedom back in order to take their money. Jason, if that's your true belief, and we all know what a load of crap this is, if you actually believe that, why wouldn't you save all those Iowans by passing this bill immediately? This is so stupid. So stupid. Guys, do you understand? Can you wrap your mind around the stupidity and wrap your mind around the garbage that they're trying to sell that they desperately hope you will believe? These people, they think that we're stupid. They think that gun owners are stupid. They think that we're good for one thing, for votes at election time, as well as donations, of course. So he says, this is why I held up on the bill. Incredible. Incredible. He goes off script, it says. He goes off. This is a new section right here. He goes off script and he says that he tries to be a decent Christian. That's great. That's great. And he says that you are not authorized to do whatever it takes to reach your goal, even if the goal is proper, righteous, and just. If we did that, we'd be living under the rule of man and we would have chaos. I totally agree, Jason. I totally agree. We believe in principles. We believe in the truth. We believe in honesty. We believe in integrity. And so when Senator lying Dan Dawson gives his word, call us weird, but we can't expect him to keep his promise. We expect him to keep his promise. Do you guys expect lawmakers to keep their promise? If you do, give me a thumbs up. Because the idea that it's somehow unchristian to expect a lawmaker to keep their promise, that's preposterous. That is preposterous. Incredible. Incredible. Incredible stuff. So for the organization who is trying to hold lawmakers accountable, the organization who is angry that lawmakers take the support of gun owners and then do nothing, instead they reverse their decision and they kill the bill, somehow we are the ones who are lacking principles. We are the ones who are lacking principles? Jason, do you not even know how to keep a basic promise? Incredible. Incredible. There's so many great comments. I saw Rick comment a little bit ago. I had to print it off before I went live. He says, okay, so I'll bite. He says, if Aaron Dorr is in this for the money, then I still think it's a silly reason to stop this. If you're for Iowans and you want what Iowans want, then why wouldn't you pass the bill? This is what every gun owner in Iowa is asking right now. If you people really believe that IGO is just trying to raise money, then why wouldn't you pass the bill and take their issue away? That's what everybody is asking about. Mark Hood says, did any of the members speak out in favor of this bill? Well, Mark, that is the most delicious aspect of this. You see, if you ask them, they're all in favor of the bill. It's like pixie dust, you know. Everybody here believes, everybody here is pro-gun, but we're not going to pass the bill. Incredible. Incredible people. Anyone who works in the government is not above the law, says Chris Bennett. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Incredible. This is an incredible knife in the back of gun owners. This is going to resonate across the state for a very long time. And folks, again, if you missed out on our previous broadcast, we already had one of our supporters pledge $1,000 to the first candidate who would primary either Amy Sinclair or Zach Nunn or who was it? Lion Dan Dawson. Now, of course, we're a C4, so we can't tell folks who to vote for, but our political action committee can. And so if you guys know candidates out there, we need candidates. We need people who will fight. We need people who will fight, because it's not enough in Iowa or anywhere else to be pro-gun. You have to be willing to fight. Let me let you know, let me tell you guys where this is going to go if we don't hold these people in check, okay? Next week, actually it's in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks in Washington, D.C., our friends, our Republican friends, Senator Lindsey Graham is going to begin holding hearings on red flag gun seizure laws. Red flag gun seizure laws. These are not hearings being done by Dianne Feinstein. They're not hearings being done by Charlie Schumer. These are hearings being done by the majority party, our friends. You know who's sponsoring this bill? You guys know who's pushing this bill in D.C.? Marco Rubio. Republican Marco Rubio. A-rated, A-endorsed Marco Rubio. You know why he gets to get away with this? Because the NRA has backed this stuff. This is what happens if we let lawmakers get away with this crap. If we in Iowa don't hold these liars accountable, this is where it will go. These people all want to expand power. They all want to please the media. They all want to be part of the cool kids club. And so if that means they have to trash their very constituents to do it, they will do it. And if we don't hold them accountable, this will happen in Iowa. This will happen in Iowa. This is the biggest betrayal that we have ever seen as gun owners here in Iowa. And Mark Hood, he nailed that point. Mark Hood said, did any members speak out in favor of the bill? No, not a single one. Not a single one. You know, Senator Schultz says that he stands with Amy Sinclair. He stands with Lion Dan Dawson. He stands with Zach Nunn. You know what? Nobody, and of course, Brad Zahn said, I stand with Jason Schultz. Did anybody ever say they stand for gun owners? Did anybody say they stand up for the Second Amendment? Did anybody say that they're going to stand up against moderates in Des Moines and fight for our gun rights? Nobody. Nobody. They took a knife, they stabbed it in our back, and they twisted the blade. If you sit back sometimes, whether it's in Des Moines or in D.C., and you ask yourself, why in the hell is everything always getting worse? Why can't we pass the big bills? Why can't we fix the problem here in Iowa with property taxes? Why can't we pass the pro-life bills we want to pass here in Iowa? Whatever your issue is, why can't we get this stuff done? We have a Republican-controlled majority. This is the reason why. These backroom deals, these lawmakers who care only about standing up for fellow lawmakers. They don't want to stand up for you. They don't want to stand up for the Second Amendment. They don't want to stand up and fight. They want to stand up for themselves. That is why so many things are not done. And you know, every other lobbyist, I read the comment here from Elizabeth. No, I'm not going to run for office, Elizabeth. I have far too much fun working on the outside. Not going to happen. Every other lobbyist, I had, what was this guy's name? Hang on a second. I had a lobbyist text me today, and I'd never met him. I've never talked to him. I've never heard who he was before today. I'm trying to find it on my phone here. All the other lobbyists, they're perfect butt kissers. They know how to go down to Des Moines, kiss all this backside, dangle some PAC checks, before session or after session. They can't do it during session. All these people who are sitting there trying to kiss all these lawmakers' butts. And one of this guy, where is he at here? I'm trying to find his name right now. Give me just a second here, guys. Jay Iverson. I've never heard of Jay. He's got so much it looks like he's had so much time in a tanning booth. I would remember his face, but I don't know who he is. Never heard of him. But he says, wow, I've never seen such horrible techniques. I can't believe it. I'm not a member, so you probably don't care what I think. Well, on that, Jay, we agree. He says, but I am a lobbyist. Oh, okay. So we have to listen to you because you're a lobbyist. And he says, I would suggest hiring out to a multi-client lobbyist next year because anybody could have got this through. What that means, what they want, what he's talking about here is to get that kind of a lobbyist who gets in the Capitol every day. He straps on his knee pads and he puckers up his lips. And they will go around and kiss every butt or whatever else they're told to kiss. And they will do whatever it takes to please lawmakers. We have never done that. We will never do that. We will kick their butts until we get what we want. Because these guys work for us. They work for us. And not a single person in this committee, not a single person in this Judiciary Committee would stand up and fight for you. Not a single person. They loved your help in 2016, folks. They were desperate for your help in 2016 to flip that chamber. They were desperate for your help in 2014 to take care of the problem of Darrell Beal, who was sponsoring gun control. They were desperate for your help back in 2010 when Senate Democrats first held this bill down. They were desperate for your help time and time and time again. And now that they have the majority, their message is simple. Screw you, sit down, and shut up. That is their message for gun owners. Guys, if you agree to stand with us, if this makes you angry, if this makes your blood boil, give me a thumbs up. If you pledge that you're not going to give up on this fight, that you're not going to give away our freedoms without a fight, if you can promise that you're going to hold these people accountable, give me a thumbs up. These people are our employees, and we will never give them a pass. We will never give them a pass. They're never going to get a break. The pressure is never going to relent. I don't care how many people they bring on to attack us. I don't care how many blogs, how many reporters, how many radio stations try to attack. We are going to hold these people accountable. I give you my word. This bill will pass here in Iowa. We don't know when, but it will pass because these people effectively have now put their head in a vice. And if they want the pressure to go away as gun owners begin to crank down on that vice, It's very simple. You pass the bill that Iowans want. If they don't want to do that, we will continue to crank the vice. It will not go away. It will not relent, and we will not give up. Jason, you took your best shot. You took your best shot. You're going to get some free exposure on this. That's fine. I'll tell you right now, buddy, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And if you think that I'm going anywhere, if you think the members of Iowa gun owners are going to give up and go anywhere, if you think that you've bought yourself a pass, you're mistaken. You have sold short the members of Iowa gun owners as you betrayed them. And I can assure you, we will never go away. We will never give up. We will never give in. And you guys will pay the price. Guys, that's what I have. That's the truth. That's what's going on. And this message needs to be shared all over Iowa right now. So if you've not yet shared this video, please, please, please share this video. Put it on your personal Facebook page. Put it in the groups that you're an admin of. Put it on anywhere you can, blogs and forums. Help us get this information out there. Help us pull back that curtain and help us make sure that every gun owner in Iowa knows that Jason Schultz has sold his soul to the establishment at last. Guys, have a great weekend and carry every day.